right? An object is projected vertically upward from ground with velocity of 80 meters per second. With velocity of 80 meters per second. With velocity of 80 meters per second. 80 meters per second. At the same time, another object is released freely. Another object is released freely. Another object is released freely from the top of a tower. From the top of a tower. From the top of the tower. Top of a tower. First one. Calculate the time taken to collide that two objects. Calculate the time taken to collide two objects, A and B, right? Then neglect the air resistance, right? Calculate the time taken to collide A and B. Next one. Calculate the distances traveled by the objects within that time. Calculate the distances traveled by the objects within that time. Calculate the distances traveled by the objects within that time. Traveled by the objects within that time. Right? And I'm asking to find out the H and H dash, right? Right. Okay, Buddha. There are two objects, right? There are two objects. The first object is capital A, or second object is capital B. The capital B object is projected vertically upward from the ground, right? With 80 meters per second velocity, right? And that another object like A is released freely from the top of the tower. The height of the tower is 220 meters, right? Then they are asking to find out what is the time taken to travel these two objects, or what is the time taken to collide that two objects, and find out the H and H dash, the distances traveled by the objects within that time, right? Then you have to find out the time, and secondary you have to find out the H and H dash. Now you can think like this. You have to think like this method. The first one is the capital A object is releasing from freely, right? The A object is released from freely. The gravitational acceleration of that object is plus g, and when the B object is projected vertically upward, the speed is getting slow. The speed is getting slow, right? Because of due to the gravitational force, right? Then I can put here like minus g, right? Now you can use the combinational method. What do you mean by combinational method? I taught you earlier the relative acceleration and relative velocity. You can use to this question in same time, right? You can use the relative acceleration and relative velocity at the same time, right? Then the distance is 320. I use this equation x equals to ut plus half times gt squared. The initial velocity of A is 0. The initial velocity B is 80. Then you can use this one is going here, this one is going here, vertically downward, vertically upward. The direction is opposite, no? Then you have to calculate the distance, then you have to get the addition of that velocities, right? You have to get the addition of that velocities because of the directions of that objects are different, right? Opposite side, right? This one is going downward, this one is going upward, right? Then S means 320 meters. U means you have to add these velocities 80 plus 0 times t plus half times r. Then to g, right? You have to substitute the values for g. What is the g value? Now you can get the acceleration and deacceleration. This one is deaccelerated. This one is accelerated, right? Then the direction of these accelerations or deaccelerations opposite, no? Direction opposite. So I put I take like plus g and here minus g, then plus minus g, g plus minus g, and you can get the zero value for this term. Now you can get 320 equals to 80 times t, right? Then the time taken to collide that object, that two objects are 4 seconds, right? The time taken to travel or time taken to collide that objects are 4 seconds, correct? 4 seconds. Then what is the distance traveled by these objects? What is the distances traveled by this object? Then h means now you know the values, right? Now you know the speed of this capital A object. Now it released from freely. After 4 seconds, the velocity of this A is 40 meters per second. Now you can calculate u plus v over 2 times t. Then h means u means 0 plus 40 over 2 times 4 seconds, then 80 meters. The h is 80 meters, then h dash I can write 320 minus 80 is equals to h dash. That means 240 meters. The distance traveled by the B object is 240. The distance traveled by the A object is 80 meters. And this is the easiest method to resolve this problem, right? Understood, Putha? Yes, good. Taggala gamu api එක. අපිට ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේ අර කනෙක්ෂන් එක අවුල් ගියානේ ඊට පස්සේ රෙකෝඩ් එක දාන්න බැරි වුණා අපිට නේ. Done. Yes, good. හරි. එතකොට all clear, right? Finally, we did some combinational method problems and you are right, it's finished, right? මේක තමයි final method එක අපිට that we have to follow, right? මේක පැහැදිලි නේද? තේරුණා නේද? කලින් මේ විදිහට හදලා නැද්ද? මේ method එක use කරලා relative acceleration or relative, no, right, good. හරි, එහෙනම් අපි අද ඉවර කරමු. හරි, එතකොට අපි හෙට ක්ලාස් එක කරනවා හෙට like 4 pm. හරි, 4 pm හෙට ක්ලාස් එක කරමු අපි. එතකොට හරි, එතකොට අපි හෙට projectiles පටන් ගමු. එතකොට Friday projectiles කරනවා, Sunday graphs ටික clear කරමු. ඊට පස්සේ Thursday අපි force equilibrium ටික Newton laws ඒ ටිකට යනවා. හරි, එතකොට projectiles ටික ඉවර කරාට පස්සේ අපි passes discussion එකක් දාමු paper එකේ homework ටික කරලා. right? හරි, එහෙනම් message එක දාන්න පාඩම තේරෙනවද කියලා. හරි, එහෙනම් අපි අද ඉවර කරමු.